day 2. We'll see how it goes. We are off for day 2 of motorbiking. How was day 1?
Day 1 was good. I ended on a good note. I was able to figure out the balance in turning. My turns got less wide. They were a little bit sharper and a little bit faster. I felt like I was going a lot faster than it looked like in the video. But it was a step up. Still in first gear. But I figured out the gears. I figured out the brakes. I was using the foot brake instead of the hand brake, which I was told. I feel like I'm listening and I'm being a good student.
She definitely did good, especially for first time. I'd say she probably spent an hour, 2 hours in circles, fairly big circles, and it had kind of everything. It did, she had a little bit of downhill stuff, some gravel, some sand.
Well, and the terrain was different as well, so it was good to kind of get used to some of the different ways the bike moves in certain things. It's actually made me feel a little bit better about going where we're going, because I feel more confident that it's possible for me to learn. I am not by any means in a rush to go fast. I'm not doing tricks. Just want to learn how to ride the bike and control it properly.
It makes me pretty happy too, because we kind of gotten to the point where this is the way we're going to travel. I said this the other day to Tanya. This is the way I have in mind that we're traveling. And it was either she was going to love riding a bike and want to learn how to do it and get used to the actual bike and getting on it, or we were going to have to buy a big bike and somebody was going to have to ride behind me. And I don't think she'd like that very much. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad.
I don't think I would mind it, but I kind of like the idea of riding my own bike and learning something new, because this is a new skill that I don't have, that I'm learning to have.
Yeah, I like it too, because getting into those big adventure bikes, you're already a lot of weight, and then adding on all of the stuff for 2 people plus 2 people on the bike, it's a lot of weight, and it would kind of limit where we'd be able to drive depending on back roads and trails.
I also am glad that it went okay and I enjoyed it, because I felt like there was a little bit of pressure for me to be good at it right away, just because we've put so much pressure on this is how we're traveling and this is what we're doing. So I think actually getting on the bike kind of lessens the load on my shoulders.
Yeah, so we're going back for day 2.
Oh.
Are you in? A little bit more of that. Yeah, just slow. You gotta let the clutch out more. keep your other foot on, your right foot on the peg, left foot on the ground, so that when you go to take off, you kick off with your left foot. And you're going to attempt second gear maybe. Day 2 in the books.
And then day 2 made it into second gear after hesitating and not wanting to. Made it, and then I even shifted down, which is the big deal because I can't even drive a manual vehicle. So it's listening and trying to figure out when. But today was a little bit more frustrating for me because I think it was day 2 and I was taking everything that was told to me and overthinking, so it was a little bit frustrating, but frustrating is part of learning.
Yes. Well, you definitely see it getting to her even at the start. And she was trying to take off. It was, I don't even know how many times.
Too many to count.
Yeah.
Enough to make me heavy breathe and steam up my mask a little bit.
There was a lot of stalling at the start, and then anybody that's ever driven anything with a clutch, when you stall it a couple times, you just get angry and frustrated, and then you almost don't want to do it, which isn't really an option. There's no not doing it. So, but once she started going, she did quite a few laps in first, and then she was given advice to change gears, sit farther ahead, change gears, go into second gear, and give it a little bit more speed, because like a bike is supposed to, when it's going a little bit faster, it's more stable.
It was good. It was not as exciting as the first day because I was frustrated, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense.
But we'll try again for day 3.
And then it started raining and I'm not ready for wet because I'm barely ready for the dry.
We'll do day 3 and maybe we'll get third gear.
There's 3 gears?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It'll be interesting when we get to where we are doing highway speeds and doing back road speeds.
Maybe we'll just stay in second the whole time.
So we'll try day 3.
Day 3. That's a lot of 3s.
That was day 6.
5.5.
We are going over for day number 3 of motorbiking. We'll see how it goes today. Maybe somebody will get out of somebody's own head and
I don't know who that would be.
stop thinking so much about it. Made it to second gear last time.
Yeah, I shifted up and down.
Yeah,
So
quite a few times watching. There's definitely shift up, shift down, no over revving while doing it. So it seemed good. So today, I don't know what the plan is, but I would like to see some pretending there's red lights and green lights. So we stop at a red light and then we go at a green light and we see how that works out.
Probably a lot of stalling and a lot of me getting mad and having to start it over and over again.
Yes.
Or try to start it over and over again because that goes well.
So
thank goodness for push buttons.
So that is my thoughts today, but we'll see what happens here when we get over there. Good luck.
Thanks.
excited.
Yeah.
Choke is down by your left knee. It's a little knob you pull out.
Black one?
Yeah, the black knob, pull it straight out until it stays out. Is your fuel on?
Huh?
Is your fuel on?
I don't know what that means.
There's a little lever right by the choke there. You should spin it until it says fuel on. I might have to get off and look at it. It's a little silver lever. Yeah, that's where it says fuel on. I think it's got to go straight up and down. Yeah. Sorry.
Thanks.
Forgot it.
I'm only out of breath already.
As a little bit.
Yeah, I'm too scared I'm gonna do it fast.
Yeah, but you're doing the clutch super fast. Mix them nicely. Just slowly let the clutch open. Keep letting it out as you're moving. Don't just let go of it. You gotta let the clutch out way slower, like ride the clutch as you're going out. Like you should still be holding that clutch as the bike is rolling forward.
Fuck me.
Try on that one. That is 3 stop and starts in a row. It's getting a little bit better. Actually, it's getting a lot better. Very happy. Day 3's a wrap.
I made it to 3rd gear.
I told her to shift up and go faster, and she shook her head no at me, and then she did it anyways.
I like to do things on my own time. It was a little frustrating at the beginning. I was overheating and getting frustrated and angry, trying to start it, and then I would stall it, and then I had to get off the bike for a minute. I was getting angry at Brett for telling me what to do when he was telling me what the right things to do. But that's what happens sometimes too when your spouse is teaching you things.
Yeah, it's not easy for either of us to be told what to do or taught by each other. Very stubborn. But after we got over the start and got going, we did the red light, green light. And she did good, as you've seen. She stopped 3 times, 4 times, and took off. There's a truck going by. The 4 times taking off, stopping. The first time she came in, she forgot to pull the clutch in and stalled. And then the next couple times she came in perfectly, clutch in, shifted down, got into neutral. It was a complete stop, back into gear, and then took off again. Good job.
It's a win.
We're winning.